So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Gender Blender podcast. We're not in a celebratory mood as you guys are used to us in our intro. We're usually loud and fun, but as you guys know, this is a pre-recorded show.
Mm-hmm.
So while we recorded our last episode, something tragic happened, and I'm actually tearing up talking about this because it does affect me, and it's the as you guys saw from the intro, all these shooting victims, and it's painful that a lot of these families aren't going to get to enjoy a summer together, the next holiday together
with their family, their loved ones.
I really don't know where to start. I'm at a loss for words and I'm tearing up. But I saw the images of this Texas shooting in Uvalde, California. I think it's called, what's the name of the school?
Robb Elementary School.
Robb Elementary School.
Mm-hmm.
And it brings me back to the flashbacks of Sandy Hook and...
There's so many others. But Sandy Hook was the first one that was like, I think... Was it, how many deaths was it? 16 or 24? Yeah. Something like that. It was crazy.
You don't have to be a parent to actually feel what's going on in the world with gun violence. We spoke about the last show here in New York. A 15-year-old shot and killed inadvertently an 11-year-old child in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about this
Texas
terror attack. That's all we could call it, a terror attack.
Yeah, he was 18 years old, I believe, right? 18?
Yeah.
Or 19 years old, I'm sorry.
18, I believe 18, 19. The story fluctuates, but I keep hearing 18 consistently.
Yeah, I think they changed it. Yeah, it's 18. He just turned 18 last week. And he, the story is that he was very much to himself, didn't really talk to many people. He dropped out of high school. He was just not a social person, and he went on Facebook and said that he's going to shoot his grandmother, and then 30 minutes later he updates Facebook and says, I just shot my grandmother, and then 15 minutes after that he says, I'm going to shoot a bunch of kids in elementary school.
Yeah.
So he pretty much gave people an update as to what he was doing that day.
Yeah.
So 19 kids
two
have
adults,
passed away, and
teachers.
two teachers have passed away.
The original, yeah. So
I I'm sorry to cut you off. I heard also that he was a product of bullying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get into that.
Guess he was a transgender.
Transvestite.
But yes,
Transvestite.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Gender Blender podcast, and I am your host, Cryptic.
Oh, Ellie.
Splou.
Manny.
Go ahead.
This I saw the bullying. I saw there was a post around. Honestly, the first feeling I got was like, who is justifying this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, who the fuck is justifying this? Like, first of all, the kids that were bullying him,
Oh, but they didn't even go to the school.
They didn't even go to the school. He shot it. The fact that he wrote it on Facebook.
Yes, he wrote it on Facebook.
And then still had time to travel and execute that plan. You had time to think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, he been.
Absolutely.
He was waiting to turn 18 to get these rifles. And
Yeah,
stuff.
he bought the rifles 2 weeks after he turned 18.
And he had $2,000 worth of ammunition and all that stuff. Like he had $2,000 worth, and he's so the story is also that he comes from a very poor family, and his grandfather actually got interviewed, and he said that he had no idea that there was guns and all this type of ammunition and everything in his home, because he can't be around weapons. He has a big a felony, like a lot of felony charge and all that stuff.
Yeah, once you have a felony, you can't be around a weapon.
Yeah, so he can't be around weapons. So he had no clue that his grandson had all that stuff in the house. And their relationship was not really a relationship. He, again, like I said, he was really to himself. He didn't get along with his mother. He was living with his grandparents, and he was working with his grandfather. But he said that all they had was like small talk. There wasn't really a relationship. It was just get up, it's time to go to work. So
I just feel bad that the victims had to be kids.
Yeah, I could,
victims are victims,
This whole situation, if you look all over the world, has unified us in a way where everybody feels identified with this situation. Like you said, Cryptic, you don't have to be a parent in order to feel for the situation, because they're innocent kids that were just starting their lives, and they will never get to see themselves graduate or have a family. They all of that got taken away from them.
They didn't get to start living life.
Yeah, and it was 2 days, last 2 days of school.
How old are you when you're in elementary? Like, what's the oldest? What's the oldest grade in elementary?
5 to 10.
5 to 10.
5 to 10.
So
no. Elementary.
4 to 10, kindergarten.
Yeah.
Kindergarten is
till 5th grade. No.
Yeah.
You're not 10 years old when you're in 5th grade.
You're 10 years old.
Yes, you are.
I was doing some wild shit when I was 10
She
years
was
old.
like, I was like, yo, why was I 15 in the 5th grade? I'm trying to.
Oh, you're silly.
I think you need to have that conversation.
He was the tallest kid in his class.
I thought seriously. You had to be 13.
Nah.
My parents lied to me. They told me this shit was normal.
Everybody made me feel good.
No, you're on your own. You're on your own on that one, buddy.
So he actually killed like this whole fourth grade class.
Wow.
And the teachers, and then I believe the policeman came, and he was obviously gonna go to another classroom, and they basically came to shoot him down. They had to, because he was gonna keep going.
There was no way of detaining that.
So
kid.
my question to you guys, though, the guy that shot up the supermarket in Buffalo, New York, right? He was a white male.
Right.
And he shot how many?
Nothing but blacks.
Yeah, he was targeting black people. It was definitely
race driven.
Oh yeah, race driven.
Which is what you mentioned last week's show about the disparity, the percentage of minorities increasing.
Yes.
They feel threatened by it.
Yes. And supposedly he wrote a 180-page manifesto on the threat of
blacks and minorities taking over the country.
So he wanted to go kill black people, and he did, and he killed a lot of elderly people as well, and he was handcuffed. So I wanted to ask you, was he complying with the police when they came to arrest him, or was he still shooting up the place and they was able to manage him down? Like,
well,
what?
I wouldn't know, because unfortunately I came across the video because I'm in a WhatsApp group chat, and they share crazy shit, and what ends up happening is I was actually cleaning out my phone gallery because there was I was recording one of our rehearsals for the show that we have coming up, and when I was cleaning out my memory, I go into my WhatsApp videos, I just scroll to see what they're sending. And then before I knew that the shooting happened, before I was even aware of what was happening on the news, I come across this video of somebody driving. It's like a point of view of somebody driving. And all of a sudden, he gets out the car and shoots the first person in the parking lot. And then, I can't look away. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on in this video? I thought it was like a paintball. I don't know what it was. It didn't look like a mass shooting. And then I see him shooting the windows. I'm like, oh, this is serious. Like, this is really serious. So then he goes in, he shoots 2 more people, he kills 3 people on the outside, shoots a couple of people on the inside, shoots a police officer who's retired, who's doing security at the supermarket. And then when he goes around to shoot another victim, that victim is white, and the guy says, please don't shoot me. He actually says, oh, I'm sorry. Like, oh, my bad. I don't know who else saw the video. I
didn't see it, but he went live. He committed this crime.
On Twitch. Which is
it was Twitch?
He went to Twitch, a gaming platform that you could just stream everything. So unfortunately, and that's where the video ends. The video ends like, I don't know if he was complying or not, but he came out alive.
Yeah, like that's crazy to me.
Yeah, and then this guy who's Spanish was shot.
I'm gonna tell you right now, whoever kills as many kids as this man did, I don't think you just want to arrest that man.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
I don't blame them for shooting them either.
For shooting the Hispanic kid, I don't.
I wasn't trying to say that thing. I was just saying that one was
wondering that how he the white guy that killed all these black people came out alive.
Well, I would, in my opinion, I would say it all depends on that cop. This cop might have been a level-headed cop.
Right.
You get it?
Yeah.
So him arresting this man probably years in the force, you know, he knows like, okay, regardless of whatever, I have to arrest him. But I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Me as a cop, I don't care how many years like, let's take experience out of it. A new cop, 2-3 years in the field, he's shooting that man.
So you don't think?
Well, he did shoot. He did shoot.
This is what I'm saying. Like, the one that arrested the man in the supermarket might have been a level-headed cop with years of experience in the field. Where if that same man would have been put in the school, it probably could have been the same situation where that kid would have been arrested.
Yeah, got you.
So it really all depends on who is making the arrest.
So you don't think it has anything to do with his race?
I mean, at this point, to be honest with you, seeing the things I've seen, police brutality really has nothing to do with race.
Right.
And I know I'm kind of contradicting myself in a bit, but it's like I've seen police brutality in all colors.
Right.
Now, when it gets to extreme cases, yeah, unfortunately, we do see that the young Caucasian kids do get away with simple things. Rather than, a black kid that shot up a supermarket, he's getting life. And if he even has a kid,
I'm sure he wouldn't make it out alive.
Yeah, most likely he wouldn't have made it out alive.
That's my point, though.
I mean, a lot of our brothers and sisters and people of color have been killed for less.
For less.
The big one.
Less.
Wow. It's just, George
hit
Floyd,
that
may he rest in peace. That was the big one. Just because of a alleged counterfeit $20 bill, he lost his life.
And it's been 2 years now, people, that he's been gone.
A couple of years back, Eric Garner selling loose cigarettes.
And he got choked to death selling also CDs, right?
Yeah, it's just.
Okay, what about the mass shooter that was white? I don't know which incident was it, Columbine or Sandy Hook? That after he shot, he shot a black church.
Yes.
And they took him out to McDonald's after they arrested him, or Burger King.
Yes.
Because he was hungry. After he killed all those people in the church.
Yeah, fuck his name. I'm glad we forgot his name. We ain't giving him that.
Yeah, we're not giving him that clout.
Yeah.
But
it's sad, man.
We gotta do better.
Yo, you said
I was shocked when that white kid was still alive, killing all those black people in the supermarket. Did he? I mean, if they told him to stop and he didn't,
he probably. I mean, I think he put the gun down because believe it or not, cops are trained to put your gun down. And if he raised his arms and put the gun down, it was no longer.
You're not allowed to shoot him.
Yeah.
Right, but again, whatever factors is, whatever the case may be, he's alive. He's gonna.
Well, aren't they trying to pin the mental issue?
Oh yeah, they're trying to go with mental health, but I'm pretty sure you're mentally capable.
It's an easy.
Of course, I think you have the mental capacity to drive right to Albany to do the research that Albany has that area. Wait, that area.
He organized
it
all
was
of
premeditated.
So how is his mental health? I don't understand.
That area. That area that he targeted, I think it's over 70% black, that community.
Yes.
So he did his research. He's like, where can I get the more bang for my buck? No pun intended. You know what I mean? He literally went out there to slaughter black people. He wrote it himself in his manifesto.
And let me tell you what also happened. While it was happening, the shooting in the supermarket, the manager called 911. And the dispatcher
asked, "Why are you whispering?"
And hung up on her.
What?
Yeah.
She was saying there's an active shooter here. He's killing people, and the dispatcher was like, "Why are you whispering?" And I forgot what else they said, and then they hung up on the person.
She ended up having to call her boyfriend.
Yep.
Her boyfriend called the cops from wherever he was, a completely different location, and was like, "Please send the police
send help.
This supermarket."
Well, the dispatcher got fired.
As he or she should.
She.
Or was it she? As she should.
Should have got in the line.
Another thing they were saying about this shooter, it was that I don't know if you know who's Tucker Carlson from Fox News.
Fucking idiot. Yeah.
So
fucking piece of shit in human form.
Yeah. So he was talking about.
He said that with your chest.
He did. He was angry.
You said that shit with your chest.
He's horrible.
There was some extra bass in your voice.
He's a fucking clown.
He's horrible, but they say that he also gave him that you know, like that incentive and like saying key words while he's doing his show as to
It's what's called the dog whistle.
yeah.
You say something, and the people that you want to hear it will hear it.
So why doesn't he get fired?
Because freedom of speech. And let me tell you, it's the press. But you know what's crazy though?
Yo, didn't we
Check
talk
this
about
out.
this in our last
Yeah,
episode?
but check this out. You know what the fucked up shit about this whole thing? Fox News was sued, right? I believe 2 years ago, right, for false information, right? For providing false information. They got away with it because I don't know who the owner was or whatever. Whoever the lawyer was said that the shows are not facts but opinion-based shows. So basically, they're just stating their opinion. So they're not really portraying facts. So you can't really follow what someone's opinion is. So that's how they're getting away with this shit.
Wow.
Being not reporting news, but in fact being opinion-based. And
That's-
that's why
that's ridiculous,
people like
bro.
Tucker Carlson get to spew their hate, their lies, and their propaganda on that show.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That's sad. That's sad. that we
Welcome
live
to
in a soci-
America.
That we
Yeah.
live in a society where people like that can get away with speaking outlandish things and not have any repercussions because
Yeah.
of what they're saying.
I'm glad you mentioned people like that, right? Because I think in our last episode, was it last week, we was talking about Young Thug and Gunna.
Yeah.
Right?
And
how I think we got into a debate about the fact that freedom of speech,
yeah.
right? So how is it that these black kids are looking for a way out? They're using music as their way out, right? Which they're able to express themselves, right?
Which is a
Right?
form of art and
'Cause
expression.
I was saying it in the last episode where it's like, you know, I don't agree with, I mean, I do agree with their lyrics being used because they're actually living it,
Right.
right?
Right.
But if you know, like
They're
you
not
mentioned-
living it.
like you mentioned, people just want to artistically want to mention these things.
Right.
How come they're getting in trouble though? But then white people are allowed to use the freedom of speech. They're allowed to say whatever they want, and they can't get in trouble.
Right.
So,
It-
like, what fucking world do we live in, bro?
Is it safe to say that would be considered like a catch-22?
Double standard, yeah. Not a catch-22, a double standard.
A super double standard.
Yeah.
Quadruple standard.
Super double standard.
Seriously.
Because
Yeah.
now you got white people, these powerful white people saying whatever they want, and it's like, freedom of speech.
Mm-hmm.
But then a rapper says it, and he's like, he said it in his songs, and he's out
Investigate.
here killing people. We have to investigate this man.
So
Yeah.
that happened. The governor of Texas was having his meeting and talking to all the outlets and everything about what just happened. And then I think the senator,
Beto O'Rourke.
yeah,
Beto O'Rourke actually interrupted, as you can see from this video, Beto O'Rourke actually interrupted the meeting or the meeting they were having on the school
Saw that.
shooting victims.
yeah,
But I personally, I don't play devil's advocate. I just like to call it how I see it. Right then and there, the families were there to listen to what, unfortunately, whether you like them or not, these are the officials,
yeah.
the governor of Texas. Let them say what they have to say. I just think Beto O'Rourke had the right intention, but it was the wrong time to interrupt it.
yeah.
And there's a time and place for everything. Like, let them talk what they have to talk, but don't interrupt it. And we already know that there's a problem with gun
Yeah.
control here. You don't need to interrupt when the governor is pretty much speaking to the families in general. I think that was in poor taste.
Yeah.
But-
I do agree. But there needs to be talk
needs to be
about gun
change and
control.
But
everything.
you also have to take into consideration that the governor of Texas is a douchebag. And
Still, okay, I get it.
everything that man
I get it.
spews. spews out is utter stupidity.
But,
Well, I
but
was
still,
listening. I was listening to him speak, and I don't think what he said was wrong. Like,
No, he was
he
actually-
was grieving with the
he was-
family and
as
showing
any
them
leader
support.
would do. Politics aside, parties aside, the governor was doing his job.
Yeah, he was, and I was actually like heartfelt, like what he was saying. I felt like it was in some way
Sincere.
And you know, that was on my lunchtime that this happened. I happened to have the
Yeah, I
the
was watching.
channel.
Yeah, because I was waiting for the Johnny Depp trial thing.
Yeah,
and then, this
then
was on.
I walked away, and then I heard like commotion. I'm like, ¿Qué me perdí?
and
And then I ran, and I see this commotion. I'm like, what the happened?
yeah,
I think he said all of that stuff because he had to say because of the moment that they just lived.
I know, but
Just
there's a
basic-
time
But
and
it's a
place.
time and a place. It's a time and a
There's a
place,
time
and
and
that
place.
wasn't the time to politicize it. And even though it was very unprofessional on how the officials handled it, Beto O'Rourke should have. I get the
I think he
emotion.
got
There's a
caught
lot
with
of
his
emotions.
emotions.
Yeah,
I
he went
think-
with his emotions, which
and
is
he-
fine. It's fine, but it wasn't. It
Yeah,
wasn't
but I
there.
think he just like, you're a piece of shit. We all know you're doing this because you have to.
Right,
Do you
right.
really care about these Hispanic kids that got shot to death?
Right.
That's probably what
You
it
know,
was.
and I
because
think that's what got him so amped up, and he was like, "You fuck
I
this
mean,
shit."
he was running. He was running at a given time. I think he was running for president. I think
Yeah, he was. He only lasted like 3 weeks in the race. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But he basically saw through the bullshit that the governor was spewing, because it was all an act. Because once again, the moment merited that he say those things.
But my problem with that is now people shifted their focus to Beto O'Rourke crashing the press conference. Do you understand? They're taking now the news is taking now the news is gonna run with this Beto O'Rourke interrupted blah blah blah, and now they're taking away from what really was supposed to happen. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like it's just let it roll. Let it roll. Like, you know. And it doesn't even start with the politicians. It starts with us, the citizens, right? We should demand some sort of gun control. I don't see any reason why a civilian needs to have an assault rifle, unless you're a hunter.
Well,
like
that was what I wanted to ask you
Go-
guys. What's
yeah.
your take with the gun laws? And I mean, every state's different.
I believe people have the right to bear arms, but there has to be a limit of what kind of what. You can't have a fucking armory in your basement for what?
An AR-15 and all.
But for what? What do you need an AR-15 for? Unless you're going to war.
Well, you know, a lot of Texas people, they
Right.
love all of that.
But I'm pretty sure when the Constitution was made that everybody has the right to bear arms, AR-15s did not exist back then. AK-47s did not exist back then. They were literally talking about pistols, maybe a
Yeah.
shotgun. You
I
know, but a
think-
fucking assault rifle? Give me a break.
I think there should also be a background check. There's like
An
in
extensive
Texas,
background
in
check.
Texas, you can just go there. Like when I went to Texas and I was looking at guns and stuff, because I like to go. What is that shit in the shooting range?
Yeah, yeah.
I love to go there, and over there's no limit. You can shoot anything in Texas. So I was there, and the guy was like, "Oh, you want to buy a gun today? But you have to be, you have to live. You have to be
A Texas resident.
yeah, resident." So I was like, "No, I'm not a resident here." He's like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, "What do you need?" He's like, "Oh, an ID." And that's it. You could just get your fucking gun. That easy.
That's,
Unbelievable.
I mean, everybody got a gun here in New York, and it ain't even legal.
Well,
Yeah.
that's different. But that's a red flag when you see an 18-year-old going to your store and wants what is it, AR-15?
AR-15.
And all those big machinery. Like,
Don't,
what do you
they
think
not
they're
watch
doing?
these gun or not watch the fucking news? Like,
Yeah, but that's a business at the end of the day.
oh, so
Yeah,
blood
I
money.
know, I
Okay, so
get it.
fuck
Blood
yeah,
money, yeah.
blood money. Okay.
Hello, this is America.
Mm-hmm.
Shit is built on blood money.
Unbelievable.
I also believe that everyone should have the right to.
Yeah, everybody else should have the right to bear arms and protect themselves.
I believe that too.
Because I plan to be a future homeowner, and
Me
believe
too.
you me, I
I'm
am
gonna
going to
have-
apply for
yeah,
my
exactly.
fucking gun
Yeah,
permit.
Me
yeah.
too.
Once you're a homeowner, you can apply for your shit.
Yeah, and
I
a
mean,
business
I'll
owner.
never get one con todos los felonies que yo tengo.
No, but seriously, I believe in that. But there should be limitations.
Limitations to what gun a civilian can have.
And background checks, severe background checks, and just. I don't think. I think 18 is way too young. I think it should be 21, the same as drinking.
Or even if you could sell an 18-year-old not an AR-15, sell him a gun. If it's legal, sell him a gun. That's fine.
I think you should be 30. A 30-year-old has a better head on his shoulder.
Maturity and,
And
all that. But I think
you're
that's a little
mature.
that's too much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's more. All right, you're 18. I feel like between 18 and shit, even 25, you still have that impulsive.
You're naive.
Yeah, you're naive. You know, your ego still like talks for you. You know, you always get into like a dick measuring contest
Oh
with
my God.
somebody.
I don't think that's gonna
You know?
happen though.
No, but you know what I mean is always like, and when I mean, I don't mean it literally, but you know, I can see me getting into, let's say, a heated discussion with an 18-year-old, and this kid having a gun and shooting me.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Just because.
All right, so our gun laws in New York is very strict.
Very.
Has there been any mass shooting in schools here lately?
No, not that I recall.
Not that
You
I
know,
recall.
they're
The last
actually
mass shooting
not
we had-
strict anymore.
But the last mass shooting we had was the one in the train station.
No, but I mean with children, like
No,
18-year-olds.
No.
So
And
did
this
you
is the
see the-
only country. I'm sorry. This is the only country where you hear about schools getting shot up in general.
Yeah. Well, actually, I forgot what country was. This guy was going all around social media. I forgot where he's from, but one incident happened in his country, and it took that one incident for his country to change their laws. In 2 weeks, they changed their gun laws, and there hasn't been a mass shooting in schools ever since, and that was 26 years ago.
I think
I think that was,
to answer your question before your points, Splou. I think the last mass shooting was in that hospital in the Bronx. A mass shooting is considered when a gun is shot where there's more than 4
Where there's-
people.
Yeah.
There's more.
More than 4 people.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that happened in the Bronx. Wasn't in the Bronx? Wasn't in that hospital? I'll tell you right now because I'm actually looking it up.
Oh, the guy in the emergency
The
room.
Bronx Lebanon Hospital in the
Oh,
Bronx.
in the
Yeah.
Bronx,
Yeah.
Lebanon. Okay.
That was considered a mass shooting. So again, a mass shooting could be any. That's why when people.
That's crazy.
That's
But
why
I'm saying it's very
loose.
rare.
there's been close to 300 mass shootings in the United States, but
Yeah.
mass shootings is just again constitutes 4 or more. I think that's the threshold for a mass shooting.
Well, to end this part,
Yeah.
we do want to send our condolences to everyone
the
to the
families,
families.
Absolutely.
And long story short, sorry, not long story short. That's long story short. I just want to mention I play Call of Duty actually, and one of the friends that I play Call of Duty with, he knows the father of one of the victims that died in the school. So we were talking about that, and that brought me to tears. Like I get emotional when I talk because I look at my daughter
Yes.
and not only that, you picture the fear that these
so
kids
that feeling that these parents are
like the
going
last
through.
moments of their kid's life,
Oh
and
my
not only
God.
that, the parent that you as a parent are not there to protect your child because that's your ultimate job in life as a parent. Once you become a parent, it's not about you anymore. It's
Yep.
about to protect. It's about protecting
It's
your
true.
child.
Yep. I thought about those last moments these kids were experiencing, like
Or the last breakfast, or the mom packing the lunch, and
Yeah.
the hug and the kiss, and the last time,
Think about that shit.
the last
it's
time you
crazy.
saw your child was getting on that school bus and never came back.
that's crazy to me. I hugged my son so tight.
Definitely
that
don't
night.
want to think about that.
Well, for the shootings, I want to.
Well, we have another. It's still
Yeah, he lost
has to
the
do with
segue.
jails, but
Huh?
He lost
it's
the
about
segue
those
king.
females that escape with.
Oh yes, let's talk about that
the
one.
inmates.
Talk about it.
So you heard about that?
Of course I did.
Splou, have you ever had that in the 17 times you've been in? Has a female
First of all,
parole officer ever broke you? Female?
no, I have never met a CO that looks good. That
They didn't even look good.
they don't even look attractive. At least not the COs in the Bronx.
Mm-mm.
Them COs, let me shut the fuck up before I.
Before you- Oh, they're gonna be like when you go again next
Why,
week.
nigga,
When
you
you
say
go,
we
when
ugly?
when you go again next week, you hear me? When you go
God
again next
forbid.
week,
Fuck you,
they're gonna be
Cryptic.
like, oh, we heard what you
Alright?
said.
Knock
We
on
heard what
wood.
you
God
said.
He turned his life around,
I
right?
have. Yo tengo más de un año sin caer preso.
Ya tú sabes. Pero these 2 cases happened in
'Cause
less
of
than a
COVID.
month.
My man, you was in chorus, my dude.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Nah, but yeah. So dime, Eli.
No, I was saying that these 2 cases happened, one in Alabama and the other one in Louisiana. And yeah,
They all in
Louisiana.
Anna.
So one lady, she left with 3 guys.
Yeah.
She took 3 guys with her. So I don't know what was that about.
She trying to get her groove
Yo,
on.
Trying to
he gets that prison
on.
dick though. Like,
Yeah, like she
You
was they
know.
were running the train on her. But nah, all jokes aside.
Next up,
they
on
all
the
got
D
caught.
train.
They all got caught. I don't know if they're dead, but I know
No.
was it the Louisiana one?
Louisiana police.
No, the Alabama. What is it? I'm sorry.
I think it was Alabama, right? The one that she escaped with
the
the inmate.
Alabama one.
That he got caught and she shot herself.
So yeah, she it was her last day of work, and she lied and said that he needed like something like a doctor's visit or some shit, and she
She put him in the patrol car, handcuffed and everything, put him in the back of the patrol car,
And then
drove
they-
off.
it was they escaped, they were trying, and then I think she was like getting caught, and she just shot herself and killed herself.
Yeah.
So
Easy way out.
love story gone wrong.
Yeah. They're probably gonna make a movie out of that shit.
Yeah.
Well, they made a movie of the lady that she drove like from like New York to California
In diapers, in the
In
diapers,
the
that
diaper.
the astronaut. With
Yeah,
the,
yeah, they made a movie
couple
about
of
that.
years back. Couple of years back,
I
the
didn't know about
astronaut,
that.
the astronaut lady.
That
Oh
bitch
my
was
God.
crazy. I thought my baby mama was crazy, but that bitch right
Oh
there.
my god. So what y'all think about these ladies? Like,
Oh, yeah,
going
speaking-
crazy.
Oh, my baby mama, that bitch
No,
was
No,
crazy.
not that one, not that one.
No, these two ladies that risked it all for some, love.
They found love in all the wrong places.
I think it's just hard to find love in this generation, or
I think when you drop the dick right, you can make a girl do anything.
right.
I ain't gonna
Ellie?
lie.
It is
It
true.
make
Listen,
you go crazy a little bit.
listen, I have had females that like are so like son mujeres, tú me entiendes, de plomo, tranquila. And you just gotta do the right things, And now this bitch is outside your house with a brick. Like, nigga, I'm about to break through this window.
So, since you were mentioning that is a good way to have you ever been proposed to
if I've been proposed
by
to
a girl?
all the time, I drop the dick right, nigga.
Yeah,
I
really.
drop it right, nigga.
So, have you ever really have you ever been proposed to
Nah,
Seriously.
really,
What?
I've been proposed to.
by a female?
Yeah, but it wasn't like with
What
me.
did you say though?
I said no.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was mad young.
Oh, okay, that's
I was
different.
19 years
But
old.
there's videos going around right now
It's trending.
on Instagram and all that these females are dead ass getting on their knees and asking guys to marry them.
Ali,
So
would
do
you,
you?
would you propose to me?
No, I would never propose to a man. I'm sorry, never.
Why not?
Never.
Why not?
Why not?
No, I should be the one to get proposed.
So
What
you
if-
old school.
I'm very old.
So you
school.
believe in gender roles?
I just
You saw that.
believe.
Got him.
Got her.
Listen, if these females wanna propose, by all means, go ahead, girl. But not me.
Okay, okay. And I'm gonna ask your opinion. Why not you? And honestly, just give your honest opinion. Gender roles aside, why don't you feel?
I just can't see myself getting on my knees and asking.
It doesn't have to
a
be getting
whole
on your knees,
man,
period.
or asking a whole man to marry me. No, it should be the man.
Do you feel that's desperation on the woman's part?
I think so. For me, I just feel like I should be the one surprised. I should be the one, like, at least take time to make me feel special for once. Because I gotta
For
cook
once?
for you.
I know
I gotta
that.
cook for you.
For
I gotta do
once?
all
For
this
one-
stuff.
If the nigga's making you feel special that
I'm
one
just
time.
saying.
Yes,
No.
niggas, you gotta give him that spaghetti con moro.
Oh my
You
god.
heard? Yeah, she almost got the ring that day, nigga.
Oh
She's
my
bringing
God.
that shit to
You
the,
actually proposed
She's
to
bringing
me.
that shit to
I
the gender
did.
blend, the
You
BBQ.
did. He actually proposed to me when he finished eating some food.
Oh,
You
yeah.
see?
Do you see?
You
Yeah.
see how she had to fix that? But she had to.
But you
eat
see, I
food.
get proposed too.
So, okay. So
I don't know. I just can't. I just can't.
You okay?
I wouldn't do it.
Splou. Since you already had the experience. Okay, you had the experience in 19.
But
Let's
what
talk
we-
about Splou today. 2022 Splou.
A woman gets on her knees.
And not to give you head.
Yeah.
To
I was
propose.
just about to
Propose.
Nah,
say,
to propose.
Y'all
No, to
read my
propose.
mind. Y'all read my mind.
I know where you were going.
Nah, I think it's a little weird. I think it's a little weird, to be honest with you. As a man,
Thank you.
I think as a man,
That should
there,
be
there's certain things that are just like
Okay.
fuck tradition.
I think it should be.
I get it. Yes, tradition is there and everything, pero ellos hay cosas que son de la mujer y ellos hay cosas que son del hombre.
So yeah, gender roles, right? I
So
guess.
if you want to call that tradition, you want to call it gender role, cool. Pero, por ejemplo, cuando uno se casa, right? It's always like tradition that the husband really steps up and he's the one taking care of everything. But, in tradition, I don't know if it's white tradition because I never heard of a Dominican dad doing this shit. But the
Traditionally, yeah.
traditionally, the dad helps with the wedding.
Right.
You get it? The wife of the dad, like a Dominican dad, be
Right,
like,
right,
bueno,
right.
tú te
Oye.
involucraste, esto es tuyo. Yo no tengo nada que yo
Oh,
voy.
50-50.
Yo voy 50-50, pero that nigga love his daughter, oye. But, a nivel de tradición, I just feel like it would be a little weird. Like, if my girl,
Okay.
was to, like, if Ellie wanna, right, the day Ellie wanna propose to me,
Oye,
ejemplo.
Eh,
No, pero tú sabes, just throwing it out there.
Señores.
No. If a girl set some shit up, right? Have my family
Yeah,
there.
that's OD
though.
though,
Like a mariachi band.
Ay,
She
mamá.
got aventura,
Manny and bachata flow.
you see
Yes.
Manny and Bachata Flow. You got Inez singing
Call
over
us.
there. Everybody over there. Fucking Ellie doing crip walking sets over here. Right? Now, I think it would be super weird if she gets on one knee and proposed to me, bro.
Now, Splou, would you tell her no in front of everybody?
Nah, I'm
Now,
gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say yeah.
So, okay.
It's
I-
like,
I-
That's
I-
hypocrisy.
Out of pity,
That's hypocrisy right there.
I ain't
That's
gonna
fucked
make
up.
my girl feel bad like that.
That
I
That's
bro,
my
understand.
but
bitch,
that's
my nigga.
hypocrisy. That's
How's
fucked
that?
up.
She went through all that,
But
and you
wouldn't
have
it
a
be
psych.
worse? Wouldn't it be worse
Right.
if you tell her yes?
Thank
and
you.
then-
Thank you, Manny.
espérate,
Thank you.
espérate.
Thank
Que si
you.
yo de
Thank
verdad
you.
me quiero casar con mi mujer
You
y ella fue la
proposed.
que se fue adelante, nigga, it was a little weird, but she did it.
Okay, but if
But
you
you,
did
but you
it-
don't, but you don't fuck
Oh,
with
You
that
see,
though.
shorty that proposed to me when I
Yeah.
was 19, she got the works, my nigga. Like,
But you just said that you're not for it. So, but why say? Won't you feel a certain way? Like if she records it and you're over
because
social
it's
media.
not traditional.
But how would
Cryptic.
you feel, bro? All these women that have proposed to the men, they're all over social media, and you're gonna say yes. So you're going against your stats because now you'd be like, oh, he's against it, but look, his girl.
No, no, no,
proposed
no, no. I said it's weird.
He said that if he wants, he was planning to marry her anyway. He'll say yes.
I'll
Oh,
say yeah.
bueno, okay.
But if he
it'd
said
be
no
weird.
before to a lady
It'd be
already,
weird.
I think it's weird too.
Be honest with you.
I
It's
can't.
unconventional.
let me
It's
tell you
unconventional.
something.
Convegetable? It's
Let me tell you something.
unconvegetable. Esa lechuga no está bien.
No, él está de ping.
It's unconvegetable.
Last week, ¿qué fue lo que
Fuck
dijo?
Unconventional.
Fuck
Last week
Yo,
dijo.
we're gonna say that shit. Yo, this is an unconvegetable show, bro.
Yeah.
Last week fue que dijo Rappi Pipa. ¿Qué fue lo que dijiste? Rappi Pina.
Rapipina, for
Yo dije
Rapipina.
Rafi Pina.
No, you said
No,
Rapipina.
you didn't say that.
You said Rappi Pina.
You said
You
Rappi
understood
Pina.
Rafi
Te vamos a
Pina.
dejar tranquilo.
Ajá.
No, sigue hablando, Splou, dime.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, man, I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm just saying it's a little weird, bro. It's like the first time somebody eat your ass. It's just weird.
And you liked it.
Hey.
I did.
Hey,
Yeah.
yo.
I mean, a female. Once a female does
Nah,
it, it's
man.
That's crazy.
It's different.
Manny, what's your opinion, brother?
So,
Like, guys,
so will you let a woman eat your ass?
No, wait.
hell no.
Since you
What?
wanna- you wanna go that
Oh,
way.
you know se pone ahí como un pollo horneado, nigga.
That's disgusting.
Throw the legs back.
That's disgusting.
Ese
'cause
se
that's-
pone en cuatro.
No.
According to Iván Manito, shout out to Iván Manito, el beso negro es lo mejor que hay.
Ay,
Hey,
mamá.
he's not lying. He's not lying. He's
Y'all
not
can
lying.
keep that shit.
Nah, I'll take it.
Oh my
Hey,
God,
yo.
but Manny,
Keep
about
that.
the proposals,
Uh-huh.
so we can shoot
Like,
it over to.
I agree. I mean, it would be kind of weird because these days you don't see shit like that. It's always been the man proposing to the woman. But we're not living in
ancient time.
ancient times, como quien dice, where everything was one way. Now, if a woman wants to propose,
Oye, está nervioso. El tigre se-
I'm tongue tied today.
If
Pay
she
me no
wanna
mind.
perform an anal,
Yeah,
If you wanna
not on
perform un
me.
besito
Not
negro.
on me.
El besito
Not on
negro. Manny con la Manny con la pata mala.
You know what it
Manny
is?
Manny con el yeso. Con el...
Ay, ay, ay.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
So, will you let a woman get on her knees and propose?
Yeah, I would.
Because you can't.
I would.
That's fucked up, guys.
I love
That's
you.
fucked up.
I love you so
I'm gonna have batting practice with you later.
Ay.
So, what about you? What about you? Will you let your girlfriend or whatever in the future?
Well, first of all, my girlfriend said absolutely fucking not. Her
Thank
and I
you,
had-
Michelle.
Michelle said
Shout out to
absolutely.
Michelle.
Shout out, babe. So she absolutely said hell to the fuck
You
no.
see, she knows.
You know, but if
It's not because she don't love you or we don't love the guy. It's just no.
if she would have done it, I'm not against it. Just like Splou said, I'm not against it. If I plan on marrying the girl, I would agree with Splou. I do agree it's a little unconventional, but then again, times are changing.
So you don't think you would feel weird? Like, oh my god.
I'm secure enough in my masculinity to know if
okay.
my girl proposed to me that we get
Shots
married.
fired.
No,
No,
I'm
I
not
never
sure.
said-
No.
la lengua, eh.
No. I just feel that a lot of men will feel emasculated. When,
Yeah.
I don't.
I think that it's my pride. Has to do with my pride too. I think. Now that I'm thinking about it, cause I'm a gangster bitch.
No, we could agree that it's not.
So
We could agree
you
that
know
it's
what I'm
not.
saying?
We could
Like,
agree
the only
that.
time I'm getting down there is for something
Yeah.
else.
Hey.
That's the only time she's getting on her knees, basically.
That's it.
Have you
While
looked
you're
at
while
the
you're
video
down
already?
there, if
That?
you want to
I'm not
propose,
talking
by
about
all
my
means.
He said while you're down there, if you want to propose.
By all
He's so
means.
stupid.
Like seriously, if
Nah,
you like
let's-
what you see, please. You know,
The man's gonna get down
Put a
on his
ring on
knees.
it.
Put a ring
cock
on
He's
it.
gonna propose.
put a cock ring on it.
Put a cock ring
I
on
actually
it.
tried that before. It was crazy.
I know,
Well,
yeah.
It was like
We'll
the
leave that for
vibrator.
another episode. We'll
The
talk about-
vibrator thing.
Yeah,
on
this
the cock ring
this is
vibrator.
supposed to be a dark episode.
Well, it was
No, the first
We
half
are
was
all in
dark.
black.
the first
Yeah.
First
half.
half was
We are
dark.
all in
We're
black.
all in black, but no, I que reírse un ching.
Yes,
Claro.
for sure.
For sure.
Well,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen,
Oh.
it is time. No, it's time for Manny's Mad, and
Ah.
we're gonna wrap it up with Storytime with Splou.
Yeah.
Yo,
Okay.
so Manny, real quick, are you mad this week or are you furious
Are you
this week?
fucking
Or are you
flaming?
just mad? What is it? What is it
Last
this week?
week
No,
I got
last
scared
week I
about
was
him.
furious, but today I'm gonna keep it.
Manny's mad. Manny's
Manny's
mad.
mellow.
mad.
Yeah,
Manny's
'cause
mellow.
last week you was herpes hot.
Yeah.
Oh, that was. Oh,
Really,
sorry.
really, Splou?
I'm sorry.
Really?
I
What you got for
Thank
us,
you.
Manny?
Okay, today's Manny Mad is real simple.
Okay.
Manny's man.
Mad.
And no,
Está-
his vocabulary is off.
¿Qué fue? ¿Tú dormiste anoche antes de este show, loco?
I was high last night.
Ah,
so
bueno,
you
makes
know.
sense.
Oh.
All right.
Leave me
Dime.
alone. I'm trying to recover.
Hablador.
Tell us why you mad.
Okay. I'm the type of person that if I am going to offer something to you,
Right.
It's gonna be mad.
I'm going to.
I think this is gonna go. Sorry, I think it's gonna go from mad to furious.
Oh, okay.
Just looks like it. But yeah.
you
Go
might
ahead.
be right.
Go.
Hey.
That's why I'm starting low.
Oh, okay. Go
if
ahead.
if I'm going to offer something to you,
Mm.
if it comes out of me and it says, Cryptic, I'm gonna give you a Yankee hat.
Right.
I'm going to give it to you. Why? Because I offered it.
Right.
Okay.
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 Fair enough.
I'm a man of my word. Tarde o temprano, si yo te lo prometí, yo te lo voy a dar.
Right.
'Cause that's how I was raised. My father raised me with respect. He raised me with the phrase, your word is your bond.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gangsta.
What infuriates me is the fact
Told
that
you
if
he was going furious.
yeah, I'm gradually
It's escalating.
yeah, it's escalating.
Mm-hmm.
What gets to me is the fact that I didn't ask anything of you. It came out of you to give me something.
The fuck you pointing at me for?
You're the closest one to
You're the
him.
closest one.
Cáeme atrás.
Exacto, cáeme atrás. But for real, if you're going to go out of your way to supposedly try to help somebody, why would you ghost that? Why would you ghost that person? Why? It makes you look bad. It makes you look stupid. It makes you look like a complete liar.
It makes you look tired.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, there's people that take certain situations that you may be going through, or not you, or there's certain situations that I've seen that a person comes from left field. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna help you. And when you reach out to them to see exactly what's going on, if they just pick up and ghost you.
Sounds a little personal here.
Yeah, it sounds very personal.
Yeah.
Fuck
You know-
that bitch, man. You hurt?
Yeah, or that dude, whatever the fuck.
So you're
No,
telling me
what the reason why I'm mad is because I've been in many situations where people have seen that I'm either going through something, whatever. I haven't asked them for anything.
Yeah.
And they were like, yo, I'm gonna help you out.
I'm there for you.
I'm there for you, exactly. And then when you reach out to receive that help, they're nowhere to be found.
And you know, 9 times out of 10 they do it on social media. Like if you post on social media,
Yeah.
you'll comment, I'm there for you just to make themselves look good. It's an ego thing.
Exactly. So that's what aggravates me, because it's been time and time again where, and it's not just in my particular case, but I've seen it
In general.
In general, where people, for clout or for whatever the situation may be, they'll stick out their chest and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna help you," and "Oh, he's so nice and she's so nice." Well, where's the help? I'm reaching out to you because it came out of you, because you offered it, and since you offered it, I'm going to hold you to that.
Well, you can't really expect everyone
Then
to
if
have the
it's
same
that way,
standards
then you
as you.
shouldn't put yourself out there to try to help me when you know that you're not in a position to do that.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Ahí estoy con él.
Because you're taking advantage of the situation in order to big
You're
yourself
just talking
up,
shit. You're
just
talking,
to talk
To
shit,
feed your ego.
to feed your ego. But at the end of the day, that person is going through hell and high water, expecting for your help to
Or
come
having
through,
high
and
hopes.
you're nowhere to be found. And then you have the audacity to meet up again, but this time, instead of you looking that person in the face, that person has to look down because they knew how they fucked up.
So whoever you were
Or are.
Listen,
that done
Manny's mad
fucked
at
up.
you, you heard?
Listen.
He mad.
Karma's a bitch.
Eso no se hace.
Karma's a bitch. Because there's one. Today, we can be at our lowest.
Tell her, Manny.
Tomorrow, we can be at our highest.
Tell her.
That's right.
All this bullshit is only temporary.
That's right.
Right.
You don't know how that person's come up is going to be.
That's right.
That's
You've been here for a while though, but
Oh my
keep
God,
going. No.
But I get you.
We
feel
got you. We
So
agree with you. You
like-
have all the right to
you
be
like
mad.
you like calm furious. I never seen this before.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is scary.
it's
scary.
It's
This guy will
it's
kill
something
somebody.
new that I'm trying.
Because
Is
last
it working?
week you was
Is
who?
it-
I think he's still high from
is
last
it
night,
work?
so
No,
it's
no.
like I think he's still
I think
mellow.
No, is
Yeah.
it working though? Is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
working?
you're good.
Okay.
You got your
It
point
working.
across.
Okay.
I thought you was gonna punch me in the face.
Is that why you're crying? You were just anticipating?
Is it? I was
okay.
like, he's gonna kill me.
No. Maybe later.
All right.
Well, thank you for that.
Thank you for the-
Manny.
Thank you, Manny.
No
Thank you,
problem.
Manny.
And
We
to-
love you.
And to wrap up the show, we do have a fan favorite segment that we brought back.
We did it already. It's Manny's man.
Ah.
Oh,
Next week is gonna be sex time with Ellie.
Oh,
Whoa, okay.
I did not know about this.
I'll skip my shit and let's go to that right
Lo tenía
now.
calladita.
Yo,
No,
and I got a story about,
Jesús.
yo, it's funny because I was watching the show called The Circle, and there's a girl that looks like Ellie, that she's Italian, that she's a sex coach.
She is very
Ah, the
pretty.
So I
way
think
you
they
showed-
are related. I think they are related. Yeah.
Ellie Malinda, but
Anyway.
Oh, thank you.
But, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again for Storytime with Splou. Que me pongan el merenguito. Splou, baila ahí. Hey, 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 hey.
La bomba mexicana.
Está hablando la patita la grande ahí. Splou, what you got for us?
You alright?
You alright, bro? Allergies all of a sudden?
no, me está llevando el diablo una lady. Nah, I'm getting a little older, ladies and gentlemen. I just turned 21,
Oye,
and
In which butt cheek?
Times 2.
diablo, Eli, pero ella quiere jalar a todo el mundo para los 40.
Yo tengo 35, mi amor. Y me
Viviendo en
veo
Nueva
bien,
York.
bien.
Pues sí, mi gente, no. Que yo quiero hablar. I want to warn everybody about this getting older situation.
How old
We
are you
all-
now, for real?
I'm that old.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm 33 years old.
Ah,
Still a baby,
yeah.
right? So it's just, I would say in the last 5 years, I've been going through some things that I don't know. It's like, I'll break it down for y'all, right? So like, lately I've been stuffy, right?
We
And-
could tell because you've been sniffing all over that mic.
Yeah. My book is, yo comido más moco que el diablo. So it's like,
Come moco.
alright,
We had a
Alright.
pizza before the
all
show.
right,
and he thought-
quarantena. Ain't nobody saying nothing about you, alright? So like, so lately, like when pollen is here, so there's two different type of people in this earth. There's people that are allergic to pollen, and then there's me that can die of pollen.
Diablo, que este tiene
I
ese-
actually
este-
suffer from
este
allergies,
tipo
so I know
exagero,
how
I'm
it feels.
serious. I'm serious. The doctor told me, tú te puedes morir del pollen.
Es verdad.
So fentanyl.
Es verdad.
Sí.
No diga tanto.
So, like,
Yo no puedo.
I've been in this trip of the last 5 years. Like, this getting older shit is like every year I'm allergic to something or I'm sick, right?
Porque
So
duele las rodillas.
I'm gonna break it down. That's funny you said
Está
that.
inválido.
Look, right? So I found out that's fucked up because Manny came up. He woke up con una rodilla rota el otro día. This is just,
Before you continue, I agree with the allergy part because all of a sudden I'm allergic to dogs.
bro. No,
I'm
this
actually
is
allergic
serious.
to dogs and
Peep
cats
game. 5 years. I'm gonna break it down.
now. Boom.
I said 5 years. I went to the doctor, right? I had a permanent stuffiness.
Oh.
I'm like, coño, no me la quita nada. Went over there, the doctor was like, well, you're allergic to the fucking leaves growing out of the trees.
That's
Pop-
crazy.
I was like, damn, that's crazy, right? So, cool. Year 2, I go over there, coño, doctor, fucking the leaves fell out. Like, you allergic to the trees falling, you're allergic to the leaves falling out of the trees. So I'm like, damn, my
Diablo.
nigga, hold on. So I gotta spend un año entero en estúpido, like, right? So boom,
Yo tengo un remedio para ti.
nigga, ni un brujo me ha quitado esta tupición.
Tú verás.
So year 3,
Un diente de ajo.
tengo una raquiña, my nigga, everywhere. The doctor's like, oh, mira, tú no puedes estar usando jabón.
¿Qué?
Oh,
So
that's what I've been smelling all day.
Bro, nah, fuck out of here, nigga.
So what do you use, bro?
No,
Limón.
I can't
Jabón de
use.
cuava.
I
Limón.
can't use.
Limón.
I
Agua
can't
de sal en
use.
Orchard Beach.
Motherfuckers, y'all listen.
Jabón de cuava no
I
puedo
can't
usar.
use like
Irish Spring.
fucking like Suavitel and shit for clothes.
Oh.
I gotta use like Arm& Hammer nonsense type shit. Like, nigga, Universal.
All right.
Un so que
Your
ni
mask
nadie
What
smells
me
about-
like baking soda.
Number 4, I went to the doctor one day and I was getting these like mad headaches, and the doctor was just like, I got a seizure. I caught a seizure.
What?
How,
What is
what?
this?
I didn't know this
When?
about you.
No, seriously.
No, I know it's not a joke. I
And
didn't
this
know this
is,
about you.
y'all niggas think I'm playing. I'm serious.
No, you
So I
gonna
catch
joke about
seizures,
this.
Word.
right? I be catching seizures. The doctors tells me, they give me the MRI, they test me everything, and then the doctor's just like, all right, so everything looks magnificent.
Oh.
Everything is great. You're just, your neurons sometimes they twitch and they touch, and you just seize. I'm like, nigga. Like, help
We
me
don't wanna
out.
laugh.
Like, I'll be
Help
driving.
me.
I'll be taking care of my kids. Like, I can't just, he's like, no, it happens. It happens with age.
Oh.
I'm like, all right, cool. Lastly, right? I go to the doctor and I'm like, yo, doctor, me duele la rodilla.
El diablo.
The nigga gave me mad tests and had the nerve to tell me que yo sufro de rodilla. Like, bro,
¿Cómo
I
que
didn't
tú
even
sufres?
know
What?
what that exactly. Nigga said,
He's a
no.
Dominic. Él dijo así.
Yeah, I went to 168 Presbyterian.
Uh,
Nigga said, no, tú sufres de las rodillas.
Doctor Rafi Pina. El doctor Rafi Pina.
Now, with the stuffiness shit, is bad because I be using Afrin. Y'all know what Afrin?
That's the worst though,
Yeah.
because it opens
I
up.
use Afrin, the menthol shit.
Mm.
But it's bad, right? Because this is a funny story that happened at work, right? I use it and I realize not a lot of people know about the Afrin that sprays.
Yeah.
I
Like I
have
use the
that.
shit that be, right? And I'm talking to, so el tatupio una de las cosas más malas because it's like you sound like this, hello, right?
Mhm.
So I try to fire somebody, like, and I call them, like, dando tupio. Yo, listen, my nigga. Listen, things are not working out at work. No, you can't come. Nigga, stop playing with me, bro. I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. It's just like nobody respects you, right?
Right.
So
Because it sounds like you're masturbating
I'm
while you're
talking to
telling
my
him this
boss,
shit.
and I spray myself. My boss gave me this look. Oh, all right. Yo, I look like a reinvented crackhead, my nigga, with this fucking Afrin. My boss
But you
actually
can't be
asked
using
me.
it all the time.
I ain't know that.
I'll talk to you about this.
Well,
later.
now I know. Estoy tupido 2 años now. Tengo 2 años con una
Well, no,
maldita tupición.
I actually suffered from that for a long time, for years, and now you hear
Wow.
que yo estoy bien de lo máximo.
What the fuck? How did you do it?
Yo
Because
te
I'm
dije
out
a
here
ti-
looking like a reinvented crackhead. Just everybody.
Te voy a hablar,
Oh.
te voy a hablar, te voy a dar mi remedio.
What, nigga? I'm waiting.
Yo mete con 2 dientes de ajo ahí adentro.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna keep looking like a
Yo.
fucking crackhead out here. That's what I'm gonna do. Like, fuck out of here.
Yo, I'm looking at her. She was mad
I'm
serious
lying,
too.
but I do have to. I'll talk to you later. But no,
Alright.
that's not. Please do not put diente de.
Do not put garlic in your nose.
Now, now, we all know we getting old, right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
one thing I'm not looking forward to, right, is like shitting on myself when I get older.
Eso falta muchos años.
It falta,
Pa' ti,
falta.
5
But let's
años.
say we all together, right? Let's say, picture this,
And
right?
we're still in
We
gender
all
blending.
chilling. We all still doing gender blender, right? We all came out of therapy and shit, and we all took our medication.
And we know who's not getting in the pool at the pool party.
right? So we're here, and
Yo me
and-
voy, yo me voy.
no, I'm serious. Listen, what if it's like the first time I shit on myself, right? I'm like 70 years old,
So you
and
never.
it's the first time.
So you never shit on yourself trying
Nah,
to run to the
nah.
toilet? Like you're that close, and you're
Come
like.
on, you've never shit yourself.
Dun, dun,
Who the fuck shit, nigga? I'm young. My booty muscles still work, nigga.
So you never shit yourself
It's
as a
gonna
baby?
get to a point where your booty muscles is not gonna work, bro. Y uno va a tener que usar pamper.
Sigue
Pero
cogiendo,
that's
sigue
something
cogiendo,
that's
sigue
gonna
cogiendo
So
beso
tú no tiraste
negro.
un peo y se salió un poquito más de la cuenta.
Eli, tú eres una asquerosa. Eli, no sirve. Eli, she's been at home. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hey, búscame el control. Diablo, coño. It's not shit.
Me
I'll let
llama-
this shit dry out.
Oh my
Me
God.
llaman tirapeo.
Oh,
But it's true. It's true. We all gonna end up shitting on ourselves, and it's gonna happen.
And
you
that's
know?
all right. And we know what? I got the baby wipes on
And that's
deck.
already tell. Like the first time I shit on myself and we all together, Ellie's gonna be like, búscale lo wifey, que yo sé lo que pasó. No te muevas, nigga. I know, nigga. Trust me, it happened last week. Hey, búscale el control a Splou.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yo,
Bueno.
I know.
that's what me pasó a mí, but it wasn't shit. It was actually like far right. You know, I have Crohn's disease, so a veces you can't control like the gas, bro. En una, right? I was in a meeting at work. No, I was in a meeting at work, right? We have a debrief, right, to go, into our positions. So I'm sitting and this meeting is going, and I'm on my phone like this, and all of a sudden I feel the
bubbles.
Yo me paré, right? Así, y nada más fue.
El silent killer.
The silent. Bro,
The
that
silent
room,
killer.
tighter than this, half of the size of this room, with 15 other employees, bro.
Abusador.
The person that was next, I'm like, yo, this is gonna be crazy. The person next to me is like, yo, what the fuck, you fucking prick? Bro, the room emptied out, bro, porque era un bajo a huevo podrido en medio de la, ay, bro.
Yo me mudo para Júpiter, nigga.
Bro,
Yo, he knew he had a problem. That's it.
bro, no, I got up.
Hey,
Cause, bro,
mira.
yo, I
Nigga.
got up. Listen, I felt it, but I got up, but it was, bro, when I went like this, no me hubiera quedado sentado, no me hubiera salido nada.
Yo.
And then the cushion, and then it got stuck in the cushion.
Ay, ay,
Oh, that's bad.
So you already know that, bro.
That should have been just cryptic too.
That shit was one of the funniest. Yeah, man, we getting old, bro. That's the one of the.
We
I
getting
ain't-
old, nigga.
We
It's
know spring
funny.
chickens
Tell you.
anymore.
Look at Manny. Manny's knee just stopped working out of nowhere. Just nowhere.
Yeah,
No,
that's
but-
all you got for us, Splou?
Yeah, man, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all your boy got. Everybody follow your boy SPLOU. Follow me on the gram and wherever you can spell it.
Check
Yes.
out Caime Atrás.
Yes,
caimeatrás.com.
we got Caime Atrás.
We
got
the
Caime
bucket
Atrás
hats.
apparel.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
we
heard?
got the
I want to see the
hat.
boxes. I got the Caime Atrás box.
No, we good. We good. We good. We good. We're not trying to get banned. We
I
already
want
got.
to see the
We
condoms.
already got
No.
the Caime Atrás condoms.
Yeah, I just got it on just
Okay.
in
Oh,
case.
wow.
Isn't
No.
that the come me atrás?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
This has
bye.
been Gender Blender.
I'm
I'm your host, Cryptic.
Thank you
Follow
for
me.
tuning in.
Yes.
Cryptic is crazy.
I'm your girl Ellie, and this is
Cryptic. Follow me at Cryptic NYC.
Y el cojo.
Oh, guys.
Wait, can I show y'all the Manny dance?
All
Go for it,
love.
go
All
for
right,
it.
all right, all right, all right. So it's like this. It goes like this. El baile del cojo, sí.